welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a stock analysis on Thales, the French aviation and space engineering company. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, as you can see here, the Thales graph has been insane this year, growing at almost 100% already, which is insane. And one of the reasons for this is, of course, that Zelensky and Donald Trump have been quite unhappy with each other, which means that the Europeans are now focusing a lot more on their own defense systems, and Thales makes quite a lot. They make some planes like the Dassault Rafale and other stuff like that, or the Eurofighter Typhoon. Plus, they also serve basically the entire French Navy. Now, if we take a look at the graph real quick, as you can see, it has blown exponentially. You can see we have this golden cross here back in the 8th of January, and it has been crazy ever since. We even saw this gap right here before a week before the earning. We saw this gap here in a single day of about €20, which is quite crazy, and then another gap up here. So this is insanely high upwards momentum. You can also see it spiking down here in the RSI. Now, for those of you who don't know what RSI is, that is relative strength index, and is it above 70, it's amazing. Is it below? Is it in between 70 and 50? It's good. Is below 50 and 30? It's poor. And is it below 30? It's just straight up bad. Now, you can see recently it has been trading ever since the first golden cross here, almost entirely in the RSI, upper RSI, which is insane. And then we have these spikes here all the way up to almost 90. We actually have one crossing 90 right here, which is very, very, very good. So also just take a look at it over some time. You can see it has been quite poor in the sooner years, but this is not that bad, because you might think, oh well, it was so high in 2024, why did it fall so much? That I can't answer. But this is good, because that means when it increases like it does now, it's not unusual for it to be trading this high, which means take a stock like Palantir, for example, in a different class of stocks, which is extremely high at the moment, that is trading at unknown heights, which is why it's so volatile. This has been trading at this before, so that is why it's much more stable. Now, if we take a look at some of their earnings, as you can see, they surprise every time at the moment. Entire 2024, they have surprised, which is very, very nice, and which is also why they've been trading upwards all this time. Now, dividends. Their dividends are quite nice. 1.5% is very, very good. 2.8 euros. And if they keep that up, earning this much money, and if they get more contracts with the European Union and other armies in that, it's going to be very nice. Now, in their margins and net income, of course, as you might well know, defense contractors don't have that great margins, because it is quite an industry-heavy niche, and they have a lot of steel and have to burn a lot of fuels often to make their products, which is why their margins are so low. So you can see they make 8 billion euros, but they only on net income is 500 million euros, which is still insane amounts of money. But that's just why you have to make sure that you know why this dark blue one is so much bigger than the light blue one. Now you can actually see that they made over 1 billion in the last quarter of 2024, which is very, very nice. But then again, if you take a look at the graph, this is quite insane. Look at this, how much increased in 2025 compared to 24 and 23. So it is very, 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 very nice at the moment. A huge upwards momentum. Now, some people might say, well, I don't want to buy it now because of the upwards momentum. But then think about that with Nvidia stock, for example. If you the first time we had hit an all-time high of 200, let's say you didn't buy because, oh well, it's an all-time high, well then you would have lost out on 800% increase. So if it's an upwards momentum, it's very, very good to always buy in, because people often buy stocks on their momentum. And as you can see, you may think, oh well, how is the momentum? You can use, of course, the SMA tracker to see it. The 50-day moving average is insanely good. It's growing exponentially higher than the 200-day moving average, as you can see here. So that just means the upwards momentum is pushing and pushing, which means it's probably going to go a whole lot higher. I can imagine this going to 350 within 6 months, easily, easily. And then again, as you see, technicals strong buy. Technical strong buy is quite rare. Analyst rating here, not that great. But then again, as you can see, that's at 198. If we had said that just a week ago, it would be positive. Now it's negative, just because of how insanely nice they have been performing. Even though, let me remove that, even though their earnings was at a 0% surprise, still they're performing nice. The forecast here, we have 7 strong buy, 5 hold, and 1 sell. So yeah, it might not look that great, but then again, you have to give the analyst a chance to reiterate how they think about the stock, seeing how much upwards potential it has now. So yeah, very interesting stock at the moment. I personally do not own any Thales, but I am considering buying it. It's very interesting at the moment. So yeah, very nice. If you wanted to make sure that you don't lose a lot, maybe think if it trades like this in one of these patterns for a while, it might be better because then people are gonna calm down a bit, so it doesn't just spike and you got a huge loss. Just wait for it to see does it trade a bit more sideways, and if it does, I would definitely buy in if it's trading sideways. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. If you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.